How's it going, guys? Welcome back for another episode. Alessandro here from Spicymoustache. It's a really rainy day, so today we're gonna film inside. In my previous video I explained briefly how to save marigold seeds. And loads of people ask me questions about what I do to save tomato seeds, what I do to save chili seeds. So in this video I'm gonna show you how to save seeds from some of the most common vegetables that everyone has home, like butternut squash, tomatoes, and a few other types. But first, let's go into my garden so I can pick up a few chilies from my glass greenhouse.
As soon as it stopped raining, I went straight into the garden to collect a bunch of chilies. The first chili that I'm gonna collect is jalapeno. Just make sure it's absolutely ripe in order to save seeds. If it's not ripe enough, the seeds won't germinate. I'm also collecting some red black, an hybrid of over 1 million on the Scoville scale.
Now that we collected our chilies from the garden, I'm gonna show you step by step what to do in order to save your seeds. So the first thing that you need is to grab a sharp knife. In this case, my knife is not really sharp, so I'm gonna sharpen it quickly. The next thing that you need is a pair of gloves. I recommend to put gloves because some chilies could be mild or low heat, like the jalapeno for example, but if you grab something else that goes over 50,000 Scoville scale, it might be really spicy. So I'm just gonna grab a pair of gloves.
Remove the calyx and the pedicel of your chili by slicing it off with your knife. Now slice your chili in half and you will see the placenta surrounded by seeds. As a general rule, the more placenta inside a chili, the hotter the pepper. Now slice off the placenta, or you can simply remove it with your hands. I use paper plates in order to dry my seeds, but some people use kitchen towels or other techniques. I just find them a bit annoying because the seeds most of the time sticks to the kitchen towels. Remove the seeds by hand, but save the placenta, which can be eaten raw, cooked, fermented or dehydrated. Now make sure the seeds are well spread on your plate to avoid mold, and also remember to label your plate or you're gonna mix up different kind of seeds.
Unfortunately this season we didn't plant any butternut squash. However, we went to the local organic shop and we bought one in order to show you how to extract seeds.
Sharpen your knife before slicing your squash in half. Butternut squash is packed with vitamins and minerals, and it can be prepared in both sweet and savory ways. This squash has soft and orange inside with many seeds that you can simply scoop out with a spoon. I usually keep some of the seeds to cook in the oven with a bit of salt. They're absolutely delicious for an afternoon snack. Now use a strainer and wash off your seeds until they're completely clean. Tap them dry with a cloth or some kitchen towels and place them on your paper plates. spread them out to avoid mold, and remember to label your plate.
Another great veggie, easy to grow and delicious, it's bell pepper. There is a myth around bell peppers from some people that says that the number of lobes at the bottom determines the number of seeds inside and also the gender of the pepper. But this is absolutely not true, because the only thing that matters in bell peppers is the actual color. The green ones are more bitter compared to the other varieties, and the red ones are the more ripe, which means they contain the majority of vitamins and also they are really sweet. In order to save seeds, there is a really easy technique to cut them and dry the seeds.
Grab one of your bell peppers, cut the top in order to remove the calyx. Now slice off the bottom of your bell pepper. Now cut through one of the sides and slowly slice off your pepper, removing the placenta and the seeds. Remove all the seeds with your hand. Now place your seeds on your paper plate and label your plate in order to not get confused with the other seeds.
The last of the most common veggies that I would like to talk about today is tomatoes. It's extremely important that you select a really mature one, the more ripe on the plant, in order to have seeds that are good enough for the next season. When you slice open a tomato, there is a gelatin inside that acts as a sprout inhibitor. That basically protects the seeds and also makes sure they don't sprout inside the fruit. So when you see people that they actually cut just a small bit of a tomato and they plant it directly into the soil, I definitely not recommend to do that, because that's gonna just slow down the germination process or eventually just cancel it. So all you need to do is to mimic this fermentation process in order to remove the gelatin and have some healthy seeds to plant for the next season.
Grab one of your tomato and slice it in half. Now scrape with your spoon the gelatin and seeds in a glass, and if there is not enough juice, just add a tiny bit of water. If your tomato is juicy enough, just leave it as it is. Let the liquid sit for a couple of days and come by just once or twice a day just to mix it up. So in this way the mold won't get to the top of the liquid. After roughly 3 days, the seeds will start sinking to the bottom. Pour it out into a strainer and spray off the other stuff. In this way, by doing fermentation, you reduce the risk of disease for the future plant.
After a week or two of drying your seeds in paper plates, what you need to do is to simply pack it in small packages. When I started saving seeds, I used to buy plastic bags. They're absolutely no good for the environment, and also they're clear and transparent, which means you could damage the seeds by light infiltration. What I'm using now is small paper coin bags. They are ideal for long time conservation because they keep the seeds in complete darkness, and also they are really good for the environment. In order to store and organize my seeds, I use these photo storage cases. I found this idea through Kevin from Epic Gardening. You can find this YouTube channel in the right corner of the screen. I learned many things about gardening thanks to him. Once you open one of the cases, there are 16 small boxes inside, and I separated everything by variety and in alphabetical order. It's a bit of a nerdy thing, I know, but I love it so much. This case in particular, it's about my chili seeds. I've got many different varieties, and I'm selling some on my website. You can find the link in the description of the video. So thank you for watching today's video. I hope you liked it. And if you've got any question about storing seeds or harvesting your veggies, just leave it in the comment and I'll be happy to help you. If you would like to see more videos, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification settings so you can be notified every time I post a new video. I'll see you next Friday at 12 with a new episode. See you next week.